Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome to a quick video to let you all know that I've decided what is going to be my new Wednesday series because Chaos Ed was effectively canceled because of some technical difficulties, and so I've decided that we're going to be playing the Star Trek New Horizons mod for Stellaris. So I will have a link in the description to a Typeform survey poll, whatever term you want to use, that asks you guys to select 3 nations for me to play. Now, I want to mention, if you select any more than 3 nations, I will delete your submission and thus it will not count at final tally. The reason being, I've specifically asked you to select 3, so I don't want any more than 3. You can select less than 3 if you want, but I'd prefer if you selected 3. A couple things I do want to mention is that if United Federation of Planets is selected, they are not a nation that you can play as by default. They are a nation you have to form by playing as one of the 4 founding members and getting a coalition, federation, whatever the hell the game refers to it as now. Because on the menu, I believe it calls it a coalition, but the technology and the diplomacy option to found one or invite somebody to it is called a federation. So I'm pretty sure the dev said they changed it to coalition at one point in like 1.1 or something. But apparently, I guess maybe not, or they did, but they didn't change the reference in every line to say coalition instead of federation. Either way, you need to form a federation, coalition, whatever it's called now, of at least 4 nations, 2 of which need to be the founding members, and obviously, again, you have to play as one of the founding members, which, if I recall correctly, that's humans, Vulcans, Andorians, and I think Tellarites. I think Tellarites are the 4th one. And so, like I said, you need 4 members, you need to play as one of the founding members, and one of the other 3 coalition members, federation members, whatever, needs to have been one of the founding members of the federation in the actual Star Trek lore. So, if you guys select United Federation of Planets as the majority, then we'll be playing as United Earth. And trying to obviously form the Federation. If you guys select Andorians, again, they were one of the founding members, but if you select Andorians, we're not going to be joining a Federation, or at least not the United Federation of Planets. Any Federation we join would just be to protect ourselves from the Romulans that start out with a lot of planets, a lot of tech, and a massive military. But if you guys select Andorians as the primary, please note that we're going to be going and doing our own thing if we play as the Andorians. We're not going to be joining a federation. I also need to go and check and see a little bit into the Terran Empire, but I know there is the ability to switch to playing as a xenophobic, militarist Earth. And I believe if you decide to play as that one, which again requires you to play as United Earth and effectively lose an event-spawned war. Yeah, that's the way it works right now. I'm not sure if there's any plans to change that or not in the future, but yeah. Right now you gotta play as Earth and then lose an event-created war. So I believe they're actually called the Terran Empire in there. But I could be wrong. Either way, if you guys select Terran Empire, we're playing as whatever the xenophobe, isolationist Earth is. And obviously, I put the Klingons in there just because I threw Earth in there, or the Federation. And again, reminder that not really a reminder, but I already mentioned it. The Romulans, like I said, they are pretty powerful at the start. So, if you guys select them, just note that we will be starting with more tech, more planets, and a larger military compared to pretty much everybody else in the area. So, if you guys decide for me to play as the Romulans, we're going to have an easy game, at least at the start. Eventually, though, technology will probably even out over time. But at least at the very start, the Romulans, unless there's an event that causes some changes to occur, the Romulans are actually pretty difficult to fight against. as the other factions, and in theory playing as the Romulans makes fighting everybody else easy at the start. But yeah, so that's going to be it. I just wanted to let you guys know this. Like I said, I'll have a link in the description to this. I would like for you to select 3 nations. Any more than 3 nations, your submission will be deleted. Obviously, I don't have a way of actually informing you if your submission gets deleted, so you're just going to have to make sure that you select 3 nations. And you can tell which one you selected because it'll show a check mark. Just want to note that. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. I just want to let you guys know that, and then the sort of, not even really a question, but statement at the end is just to remind you guys that I have a Patreon. If you enjoy my content, it's an easy way to help support the channel. But one last thing before I end this, I want to mention that this series will not be starting until after Utopia has been released and the mod itself has been updated for Utopia. If I recall correctly, Utopia is due out April 6th, so you guys will have until April 6th. The end of day, my time, April 6th, which for anyone curious, I live on the east coast of the US, so I believe we're in Eastern Daylight Time right now, which is, I believe, -4 GMT. So yeah, just heads up that I will be effectively turning this Typeform survey poll, whatever you want to call it, back into private come the end of day, my time, April 6th. So yeah, roundabout there. At the very least, I won't be counting any answers that are submitted after April 6th. Basically, once my clock says April 7th, I won't be counting any more submissions. So that's going to be that. Like I said, I'll have a link in the description to the Typeform here. Please answer it, especially, obviously, if you plan to watch the series. It's kind of important that you answer it, because if you don't answer it, I don't know what you're going to be... you might not like what we end up playing as if you don't answer, and I don't want to hear any complaints in that case. So, again, you're going to want to answer, trust me. Especially if you plan to watch the series. Because if you don't vote, well, you're not going to be able to get the nation you want me to play as. And I should mention, I would love to play as all of these nations, so the plan is to sort of go in order of which one has the most votes down to which one has the least votes. So in theory, the plan is to try and play all 8 of these nations that I have listed here, but I want to mention I make no guarantee that that will actually occur. At the very least, I do plan to play as the top 3. I don't know if I'll play as all 8. But yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Like I said, this will be closing at the end of the day, my time, April 6th. But until then, you guys have the ability to go and vote. So go ahead and do it. But until next time, a goodbye and farewell.